What will happen to Bitcoin when BlackRock launches Bitcoin ETF? Bitcoin hit $30,000 for the first time since April when BlackRock filed for Bitcoin ETF last month. BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager with over $9 trillion in assets under management. If they launch a spot Bitcoin ETF, it could be a game changer for the entire crypto community. However, there are some suspicions surrounding BlackRock's motive. In the past, the company has been critical of Bitcoin, calling it a speculative asset and a bubble. So why the sudden change of heart? And what is the potential implication of SEC's approval of the Bitcoin ETF? I'll talk about 4 of them. You might also probably don't know what an ETF is, so I will start there. A Bitcoin ETF is a type of investment fund that tracks the price of Bitcoin. It allows you to buy and sell Bitcoin without having to own the Bitcoin. ETFs are traded on stock exchanges, which means that they can be bought and sold just like stocks. This makes them a more accessible way to invest in Bitcoin than buying Bitcoin directly. Bitcoin ETFs are hotcakes because they provide investors with exposure to Bitcoin without having to deal with the technical aspects of buying and storing Bitcoin. That is, they don't have to register with a cryptocurrency exchange. Also, they don't need to store any private key and all that. Here is a simple analogy to help you understand Bitcoin ETF. Imagine that you want to invest in gold, but you don't want to own any of the gold bar. You could buy shares in a gold ETF. This would allow you to track the price of gold without having to worry about storing or transporting the physical gold. They allow you to track the price of Bitcoin without having to own one yourself. For Bitcoin Spot ETF, the issuer buys the actual Bitcoin and stores it for you. The ETF is more like a receipt that someone is holding Bitcoin for you. Now, Bitcoin Futures ETF have been available for trading since 2017, but Bitcoin Spot ETF have been more difficult to get approval. The Securities and Exchange Commission has rejected several applications for Bitcoin Spot ETF, citing concerns about market manipulation and investors' protection. Also, the SEC is hesitant to approve a spot Bitcoin ETF because it could legitimize Bitcoin as a currency. On the other hand, the SEC may simply be waiting for Bitcoin markets to mature before approving a spot ETF. This makes it more surprising that the industry giant BlackRock will be filing for Bitcoin Spot ETF. Let's rewind a bit. BlackRock has been critical of Bitcoin in the past. In 2017, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink said that Bitcoin was not a real investment and that it was not a store of value. Then, in 2020, BlackRock chief investment strategist Rick Ryder said that Bitcoin was not an investment asset, that it was not a good way to diversify a portfolio. Now, fast forward March 2022, BlackRock announced that it will be launching a new investment research team to study cryptocurrencies. And just last month, BlackRock applied with SEC to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. It then means that BlackRock is taking Bitcoin seriously as an investment asset. The question is, why? Now, before I share my thoughts on why, if you want to learn how to trade cryptocurrencies profitably, then join me on a 30 days BYBIT trading challenge. For 30 days, I'll be posting trade signals daily and holding live classes 3 times a week on how to trade. To join me, create an account with BYBIT using the link in the description, and also use the link there to join my Telegram group where the classes hold. Now, why is BlackRock suddenly interested in Bitcoin? The sudden change of heart from BlackRock is likely due to several factors. First is that the price of Bitcoin has risen significantly in recent years, making it more attractive to investors. Second, Bitcoin market has become more matured, with more institutional investors involved. Number three, BlackRock probably wants the US to come to par with other jurisdictions regarding crypto regulations. For example, the EU has brought crypto asset issuers, and crypto asset services provided under a regulatory framework called MiCA. Hong Kong has become crypto friendly, as well as the UAE and the UK. Canada too has approved spot ETF. I guess it is safe to say that BlackRock wants the US to fall in line. The fourth reason is this: BlackRock is simply trying to make money. If it can launch a successful Bitcoin ETF, it could potentially make billions of dollars in fees. And number five reason is that BlackRock is trying to gain control of the Bitcoin market. Once it gets a large number of investors to buy into its ETF, it will have a significant amount of influence over the price of Bitcoin. Now, what is the likelihood that BlackRock filing will be approved by the SEC? For starters, knowing the reputation of BlackRock, it wouldn't file for Bitcoin ETF if it wasn't sure of the success. In case you don't know, BlackRock is a major player in global financial markets, and it has a significant impact on the way money is invested around the world. The company's size and influence makes it a powerful force in the market, and its decision can have a major impact on the price of stock, bond, and other assets. As of July 2023, BlackRock has 412 ETFs that have been approved to trade on US exchanges. This ETF have a total of 2.4 trillion in assets under management. So for a company like that, I doubt it will risk its reputation by filing for a Bitcoin ETF if it knows that it will not be approved. Secondly is, in the filing, BlackRock provide measures to curb market manipulation, which has been the SEC fear that has prevented the approval of Bitcoin ETF in the past. Now, BlackRock has chosen Coinbase to store its Bitcoin ETF if the Bitcoin ETF is approved. The question is, why? What are the possible implications of the Bitcoin ETF, and what are the risks involved? I will answer these questions in this next video.